Hello, Crafty Friends. Sparkle here. So today I am doing another house book, and these houses are from Patricia over at Petruska Papers. I don't think I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, Pat. But anyway, you can go to her Etsy shop and you can get this kit, and I have already cut into it. But you have three houses this size, and then you have three houses this size. And these are plain, so you can decorate these. This one already has windows and things in it. Okay, but you can still add lace. It's her lace houses. So you get this, and then you get some background papers, which I've already cut into. We'll see them in a minute. They're here. They're going to be what I'm going to fill my book with. I've already cut them, so save us a little time. But you get a green sheet, a design sheet, a blue sheet, and like a purpley color sheet. And then you get the same thing in a lined paper, which I just found and I didn't cut into this, so I will do that. So you get quite a few pages in her kit, very reasonable. So I decided to make my envelope, Flippy-Flop. So I started putting it together, but I'll show you another one to put together. But this one has, it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures. And I've already cut some of them out. So like this will go in here. And this one maybe will go in here. I'll have to check the sizes when I get them in there. And then we have one back here. So it's going to be the typical Flippy-Flop album, but this is going to be with the house on the cover. So it's going to be like a house book, and I'm going to use her house papers. So I will show you my process for those of you that may have missed it. But this idea, I always give credit to Leslie at Willow House, 507 Willow House for this. Okay, but I've incorporated it into envelope houses and barns and whatnot. So let's take this out of the way. And let me detach my envelope so you can see the process. So you need 4 envelopes. That's how many I use. And they can be, these are upcycled junk envelopes. So they might have writing and whatnot on them, but we're going to cover them. So there's 4. Okay, I use one for the cover, and then I open, this one I don't, I just tuck in, and then the last 2 I open. Okay, so this one will simply get glued on here. We'll do it. Now I use this one, on this one I used a small envelope. So you can use whatever size you want. You can use even a really tiny one. So this one just gets on here. And make sure that you leave enough room that it folds clearly. And you can go up or down or center it. This one I put on towards the bottom. But you could move it up, but I wanted it there. So that's that one. And then this one is just tucked in. Then you open these 2. And you're going to take this flap and we're going to glue it in here. I'm just going to go like this. You'll be making these in your sleep. So you have one, you have two, now you have three. So you have a pocket here, okay? Same thing as on here. There's a pocket, okay? So we've got that bar. Now we just have the last one to put on. Now this one, I'm going to just glue it here. Now if you need to reinforce this because it's weak or anything, I sometimes will just take a piece of paper and like put it on here just to reinforce this weak spot. Okay, because they've already been used, open, torn, and I would just do this because you're not going to see this once it's covered anyway. So that'll give you something to glue this piece onto. Okay, so then you're just going to put your glue on here. And you're going to put this on here. And make sure you leave room for it to fold, okay? So now we have this. You know, it'll depend on the size of your envelopes, how big it is, okay? So now this, okay, so this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and this goes back here. So that's the basics for your flip book. Now you can have a signature can go here. A signature could go here. And a signature could go here. Then when you flip it over, you can put one here and one here. Okay? That is the basics. Then what I do, I go through and I add my medical tape to all my seams. I've already done it. I've added it here. Because this is going to get bent a lot. So I just do this. You don't have to do this. I prefer to do that. I did not do this one, so let's do it. I also go through and I reinforce anything that might not be tucked down from the use of the envelope. For instance, this window was a little flimsy, so I put a piece of paper over it. I don't think there's anything else I did. But yeah, so I reinforce with tape on all my seams. And then I'm ready to decorate. Then I take my pen or pencil and I mark my sheets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Then I take my background paper and I measure and I cut and then I mark these. So I'll know this is 1, this is 2. So then when you're putting them together, you can just put them together. You don't have to sit and think. Okay? So, these would just have to be glued in, and that's done. And then for this one, I'd have to take my paper out and measure and cut. So I would just number these. I don't have a pencil out here, so we're going to say this is 1. I just call that the cover 1. Don't put it where it might show. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can taper these off if you want. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your cover. So then when these are all marked, now I don't these won't fit because I didn't measure them for this. But then you would mark these to match and just put them in. But this is a little bit different size than this one. So yeah, so just take your paper that you're going to use, and measure it. And I would, if you want to leave a border, you can leave a border, and then you cut them out. Okay? We're going to finish this one. Oh, to do this, I thought I had one cut. So this, I'm going to put it right on this envelope. Okay? I'm not going to back it because I want to cut around it. So I just glued this down on as the cover. And I'm just going to put it flush on this side. I'll just go on the bottom for this one. I'm going to open it so I don't, show you how to do that. Because I know I'm going to make some more of these. I just love flip-flop envelopes. And I have so many envelopes. And you can get envelopes all over. They can even be colored envelopes. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go right pretty much flush to here. Now I didn't reinforce this, which I probably should have. So then this is all going to get cut out. Okay, now again, this is just how I do it, okay? Somebody else might do these as well. So this is going to have a pocket here. See, like this one has a pocket here. So just this, we'll glue that part down. You can put chimneys on here. You can go look at some of my other past house books. Let's see if I have a playlist. If not, I'll make one. So now I'm just going to glue this part down. So then later when you add your background paper, which this isn't the right piece, you'll have a background on here. But you know, like I said, you want a piece that works for here. Okay? And then on this one, you can make some windows and some doors and things, or go in your, like I have some in my stash that I'm going to use. So then it has a pocket here. And yeah, then I would start measuring out my papers. I would back that here, add my tape, and you'd be good to go. So this one's ready to go. It just needs to have reinforcement. And yeah, then just go through anything that's not tied down. You would go through and do that. Okay? But I know this one's ready because I've been playing with it for a while. So we'll just take our pages. This is page 1. And this is page 1. And I guess we're going to use a 3-in-1 while it's working. Oh, now on this one, I want to leave this open because I might use it as a flap. So I'm going to put my glue on here. And not go over there. So, okay, I cut these flush. I didn't leave any background to ink, to leave my sides out. Sometimes I leave a border, but this had this pretty little sort of scallopy border here. See, now we have a pocket here. Okay. So what I did was, this is a Sharpie, but it's oil based. So I don't think this one's going to work. Let me get a scrap of this paper. Because I thought that if this worked, we could use it. Oops. No, this is too wet. This is oil. This would work like on a black base. Then this is a paint pen, but it's a medium tip, and I wanted a fine, but this should work okay. Once you get it going. Not really. Too runny. So I have one more option. This is my Dollar Tree dot correction pen. Let's try that. Yep, this one would work. So if you needed to, like here, I just wanted to add a little bit of something. So see what you have. I suppose white paint. I tried a white pencil, but it didn't work. Okay. So, I mean, just to add, if you wanted more doodles around it. Now I'm going to have to let this dry a little bit. So, um, so let's see, is this page 3? Yes. So, you have different tools you can play with. I think when it's all done, I might ink. Whoops. This is page 3. I didn't think that's it. Where's page 2? 2 is here. Okay. So it just helps to have them numbered. All right. So have them numbered, but then check. I want it this way. And I'm going to have to go in and I'm not sure if I'm going to sew around it. Probably not. I said that, right? I'm not going to because I like this little trim, this little. So there you go. Starting to come together. And I want it to match this box here. So what's all your plans? This will be published on Sunday, so I will have a busy day on Sunday, but I wanted to share with you something fun. And I tried to place the pages so that they would flow together when they were open and stuff. So this one will go here. I think it goes this way. No, it goes this way. So yeah, you can use the pages that are come in the kit, and then you have a whole book you can make. Once you get going, it goes pretty fast. So we'll do this one. And then this goes over, this goes up, this goes in, boom. So 1, 2, 3 signatures. Page 6. Page 6. And this is rounded here, so I don't know, I might go through and round everything, I'm not sure. Or I might just ignore it. Oops, don't like the way that looks. Let's just take a little snip off this one and see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna get this all done, and then we'll come back and we'll put our signatures in. I'll do one more. I have to go feed Hubs. I don't know. Kind of like it. Page 8. Let me tell you, by doing it this way, it's just so much easier to put everything together because you're not wondering what goes where. And I like to lay it out ahead of time. Of course, if you're just going page by page, then you don't have that issue. But I like to see how everything flows. I don't like that. It's just tape, but yeah, and your envelopes aren't all the same size, so you might have to do a little house cleaning. Ouch. And we have 9 and 10. 9. Gotta make sure that's right there. Oops, sorry. What's changed? No. This is one little piece that was bugging me. And then 10. That's not going to matter because I'll put some trim on here later. So put this one in here, and I like it sticking out like that. Put this one here. This one's a little smaller. That one can go here. 3. And then we'll make another one for 4 and 5. So I'll be back to put all that together. Let's see what I need to trim. I need to trim anything over here? What feels weird here? Yeah, a little trim here, just a little bit. Yeah, and anything that you don't like on the edges, go back and tighten all these little corners down. And once these little guys are put in here, it's going to look beauticious. Okay, so I'll be back to finish this in a little bit. Hang on. So let's finish sewing our signatures in. This is the first one, and I'm keeping them small. I think there's like 5 or 6 pages in here. I'll show you when we're done. But we're just going to do a 3-hole signature punch. So let's sort of find the center. Oops. Put this under here. And, okay, I want to make sure that get it right about there. Oops. Yeah, that's right. And one on either side. And we're just going to tie a square knot. So let's see what we have here. So we have a piece of tissue paper. This print is a freebie from Scrapbooking with Me, Miss E. She has some copy background and copy paper. So I did that on tracing paper. This is a piece of some periodic table. Here's some animal pages. Here's a crocodile sheet, piece of craft, and a part of a menu book, and these are just some helpful hints. So that's the first signature. And we're going to open it up, and we can put something in here, don't forget, and we'll be able to put something in here. I'd have to cut it down, and also something can go in here. So we'll do that later. So we'll go to the next one, and let's see what we have here. We have a page with a pocket. We'll make this a pocket. That's upside down. Oh, piece of typing paper, a story, another pocket page, piece of tracing paper, some graph paper, and another paper to decorate with. So we want that to fit nicely in there. So sure everything's in there nicely. We'll take some red. One, two, three. I want my ties on the inside, so we start on the inside. So there's one there. And up here. And then Got to watch with all these layers, okay? And then go back down the center hole. Oops. Okay, let's see. This guy has to come back up. I let my edge get away. Let's tie it off. So now you're building your signatures, okay? You have one. Now we have two. We need to glue our pockets down. Let's check anywhere you got pockets. These are going to be so cute. Now, if this bothered you, I'm just going to trim it. But if it bothered you, you could cut it off. I'm just trimming it here. But if you didn't like this, you could cut it. You can cut it off there. Okay, so that's the signatures. I need to put this one in, and then we could build two more. We can build one on camera here. So I have a bunch of supplies over here that I took out to use. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this, 7. Okay, I might have to quit because my hand's starting to cramp up, okay? So I'm going to sign off. I don't know what this is all about. I might be dehydrated, although I shouldn't be. But they really hurt, so I'm going to sign off and I'll show you the finished project later. Thank you. Bye now. So there you go, my crafty friends. From this to this. And we have our 5 signatures in here. And, sorry, my hands are cramping. There's 3 here. And then you flip it over. There's 1 here. And there's 1 here. And I got some coffee filters in here for my husband. So, have a blessed, beautiful day, and I'll be back in a day or two, okay? Bye now.